Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. If you are enjoying the daily crypto updates, make sure you press the like button, make sure you subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on, and answer my question of today, which is, are you guys bullish on crypto? Let me know in the comment section. So, a little bit earlier, I told you guys I had to give you my opinion on these articles or these specific matters. Dutch official calls for complete ban on Bitcoin. As you guys most likely know by now, I am not a native English speaker. This is what I speak, all right? This nice little language right there. And you know what? Also comment down below where you're watching from, or basically what language you speak. I think that would be pretty funny because I read through it and I'm pleasantly surprised. Now, this article is really scary. It basically calls that a Dutch official is telling everybody that Bitcoin should be banned. And I was like, oh no. The Netherlands must ban the mining, trading, and holding of Bitcoin because it doesn't meet any of the three functions of money and is handy for criminals. One Dutch official argued. And that's actually where the point needs to be made here. It is one person who came up with an opinion. It's literally called opinion. So, Netherlands must put Bitcoin in, or ban Bitcoin basically. So he's talking primarily about bad money that kind of pushes down good money. And he uses Gresham's law for all of this, which is a really old law that in this specific sense might be relevant, might not be, but let's quickly just translate to see if you guys get the drift. From the 16th century on forward, Gresham saw that high-worthy coin money eventually would go out of circulation. And the payment traffic switched over in a not so clear coins and later onto bank notes, and then I'm not sure what the English word for that is. The euro money. I guess just call it about freaking digital money like that. The upcoming of cryptos such as Bitcoin seems to fit this pattern, and crypto coins show every sign of bad money because there's not a clear origin, there's not a certain valuation, there's some really shady businesses in terms of how people transact with each other. Does Gresham's law fit here? And well, he says no, actually the opposite. Crypto should not be used in the normal way of transacting. And he basically says it does not fall under the normal ways of money because of a couple of points. And those points I also like to quickly put up here. There's two tweets which I put up earlier. Let's quickly see if I can find my second tweet. Because I basically put over on Twitter that his statement really doesn't make that much sense. Funny how the essay or the opinion letter says, the executive cited a common anti-crypto narrative arguing that any crypto is unable to fulfill any of the three functions of money, right? That's what's in the opinion letter, but then translated to English. That's exactly the topic of an essay that I wrote about 5 years ago on why Bitcoin does fulfill those necessities or those three functions. For all of you guys that do not know, I used to write a lot of papers about Bitcoin or about cryptocurrencies in general. I kind of stopped that as time moved on, but one of the things I decided to prove for myself, because I found that really fun, was to prove why Bitcoin is legitimate money. You might be wondering, where is that essay? Where is that little paper of yours? Good question. I must have it on one of my computers still. It must be somewhere online, but you don't know my name, so it's going to be hard to find, and I wouldn't know exactly where it is published as of this point. No official websites though, so don't worry about it. Now, money has three primary functions. It's a medium of exchange, and by the way, this is not me making it up, right? This is just literally the definition of money. Now, you might actually call for a fourth, but let's call these for right now. Medium of exchange, unit of account, and store of value. In Dutch, I often like to talk about four. However, as I just said, you can kind of split them up into three main subjects, which are the primary functions, and usually there are a couple of other small functions which money does have. But again, medium of exchange, unit of account, and store of value. Now, logically, if you just take a little bit of a look for 5 seconds, you would understand that Bitcoin obviously has all three. A medium of exchange, well, you can exchange it. So yeah, a unit of account, you can keep track of exactly how much it is. And for example, let's just, yeah, I mean, how can let's quickly see to the definition in English. It is a standard numerical unit of measurement of market value of goods, services, and other transactions. It is a standard of relative worth and deferred payment, and as such is a necessary prerequisite for the formulation of commercial agreement that involve debt. So again, that one easily ticks off the box as well. And then the last one in this specific sense is a store of value. Well, Bitcoin is often considered to be only a store of value, so that's for sure. And they're calling up some other shady Bitcoin parts, but I very much so disagree with everything that he's saying. So I would say that even though it's an interesting letter, I took some fun in reading it, and he actually put his phone number down there, which maybe they always do. I didn't even know that. Even though it is interesting to take a look at what he says, I firmly like to disagree with everything that he's put up. So I also don't think that many others are going to agree with him. Some banks might, but the Dutch central bank, or the Nederlandse Bank, I don't think they're going to really be like, oh yeah, this makes a lot of sense. No. Specifically not after all that's happening around the world. Like, for example, in what's the freaking name? El Salvador. No, I don't believe so. Now, another thing on the Ripple v. SEC lawsuit, the court adopted the parties' sealing proposal from the June 9th joint letter on proposed redactions and sealing of exhibits. We talked about this before. Ripple and the SEC are now coming together to hide some stuff. And I am wondering why and what are they actually hiding? I've thought about this for a really good while, and I came to the conclusion that it's impossible, completely impossible to determine what exactly they're hiding. If we're talking about timing, you would kind of think that they're trying to hide some new discovery effort from the SEC, where again, they do not want to put up exactly what they are seeking because Ripple might not want to have that out. Or the contrary, the SEC does not want to show the public what exactly it is they're searching for because that might put them in a negative light or eye for the public. Then again, there's no certainty here. Some people are commenting all this type of stuff here because, well, the SEC had a little bit of a scandal with that, but I've been doing my research so severely and I still could not find any single hint as to what was hidden or why they are doing that type of stuff. I noticed, though, after doing a little bit of research, that this isn't a unique thing. Very often these things are filed for sealing or decided to be sealed purely because that is a little bit easier for them. Now, let's quickly see here. Martin Falk said, John Dean and Jesse, could this not be something as simple as both parties agreeing on redacting some home address or any other relevant piece of information that the public just has no business knowing, as it has nothing to do with the case? Could be, partially. Then again, what they usually do if those pieces of information are out there is that they're black-lined. So basically, the documents get put online, but some line is just blacked out. That's what we've seen in some of those earlier documents. So I'm not assuming that that's the case. And Johnny Bravo here said, plain English, redact and seal means to hide from the public view. Both parties agree means both parties have things to hide. And both parties agree is Ripple has as much to hide as the SEC. I don't like it. No, sir, I don't like it one bit. And that's exactly what I put up as well over on my Twitter. I agree that it's not something nice. Then again, it's not something bad either. It's a waiting game. Because what are they hiding? We do not know, so we can't really form a good opinion. Then, a $157 billion asset management firm plans to storm the crypto market. Well, Victory Capital is coming into the space. They have $157 billion worth of assets under management, and, well, if they come in, it could turn a lot of heads. Now, in essence, Victory Capital will base its investment options around the two largest crypto in the market, Bitcoin and Ethereum. Might be, though, because those are properly regulated. Very often I like to come back to the point that if XRP had this proper regulatory clarity that we often refer to, if they then could have gotten in a lot of these actions and a lot of these investments too, because Bitcoin and Ether are always in that little list, but could XRP be in there if they got the clarity? It's not certain, but I do wonder. Michael just shared, Nigeria may launch a central bank digital currency by the end of 2021, according to a central bank official. That's pretty damn crazy. That's pretty damn fast. And then one more. The SEC should have to hand over the documents soon. I see a lot of you guys speculating in the comment section that the SEC has to do this, has to do that. This will come out soon. This will come out soon. That will come out soon. No. The SEC doesn't have to do many things because they can always keep arguing. And we do not know the dates for almost anything. All right, those dates are not subjective at all, but they're indicative. There's always a room for a denial. There's always room for another discussion. And, well, as of this point, the SEC has to hand up so many stuff, but the judge also has to conclude on so much stuff that we are kind of speculating or wondering if there's a settlement coming because of the delays that have been happening. But then again, there's most likely some bigger meaning after all of it, and it's most likely just the way that court usually goes. However, I wouldn't hold my breath for the SEC to hand over some documents because I think they're going to go full resistance mode where everything has to be explicitly ordered by a certain date by the judge. Then again, I do also wonder what's going to happen if they don't provide it by a certain date. What were to happen if they actually just do not give the documents regardless of what the judge says? Will she then, I mean, if she ordered it, the judge, and well, if they don't comply, you're complying not with the court. Then again, they already didn't comply because the Ripple actually had a motion to compel some documents. The judge granted it, right? At least I thought so. And still they did not hand them over after the judge said twice that they should. So maybe just because there isn't a date or a set specific date now that they can get away with it or what? I'm so confused. And again, it will all figure itself out in the next couple of weeks, guys. It's just a waiting game. Bitcoin now is on the verge of something bigger happening, as you guys most likely know. XRP is on the verge, but whether or not it'll be tomorrow, 2 weeks, 2 months, 3 months, we cannot say for right now. Let's wait it out, and let's see for more announcements to come out. Most likely pretty soon, though. I mean, there's a lot of info that comes out almost every single day now. Let's quickly see if there's anything else posted that I forgot to tell you guys about. No. Okay, nothing. Okay, so that's good.